Hey, what's up YouTube land? I thought I'd make a video pertaining humidity, and most importantly, humidity that's outside your tent, aka your lung room. If you can mediate the humidity in your lung room, it makes dialing in the humidity in your tent so much easier. Now, here's kind of what the video is leading into, is your dehumidifier. Now this one here holds like, about a gallon, then you got to dump it. And if you don't dump it, it shuts off. So, that's kind of what I've been doing. Just, it needs to be dumped twice a day, and if I'm around the property, I'll dump it. But I have found myself more times than I'd like to admit that it's actually shut off, and I've come into this room and they'd be 60, 68, 75% humidity, and that's no good, because what happens if you start to get a lot of humidity in your lung room, your grow room, you're going to get mold, and that mold is going to hide behind like your dressers, your cabinet. If your grow tent's butted up against a wall, you're not allowing air to move back there, and that moisture is just going to build up, and then it's going to be a great thriving spot for the mold. So what I did, and it's real simple, and I recommend everyone else do the same. Go to Lowe's, and for the love of God, put on the hose. As you can see, the hose just comes out. It circles around. I have it over here in a 5-gallon bucket. Now, that 5-gallon bucket, I'll still empty every day, but it'll take 3 or 4 days of this running to actually fill that bucket up. What the issue is I'm getting home late and this thing's shut off, and I'm looking in my lung room and I've got 60, 70% humidity. I mean, it's perfect in here right now. It's just the way I like it. About 50%. I like it at 50% because what happens, in the spring weather, we get a thunderstorm roll in, and what happens outside? 100% humidity, and that affects the house, aka lung room. And so sometimes if I find myself not using this hose and this dehumidifier shuts off and a thunderstorm rolls in, it could easily pop up to 70% humidity in here. And if I have a tent full of flowering, budding plants, it's just a ticking time bomb. So I think really that's all I have. We got to take care of every aspect of our grow. If we get lazy, that's when everything starts to bite us in the butt. You have the fans, and what the fans are doing is they're scrubbing the tent. And when they're scrubbing the tent and keeping the air clean, they're also pumping the humidity, because the plants are perspiring moisture, and it's pumping that humidity back into this room. Now, if I don't have that dehumidifier cranking, the humidity gets quite high in here. So that's it. Appreciate your time. I'm just regurgitating what you probably already know, but that's what they say, put out content. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful Sunday.